Degrassi is about to get real because apparently their last season was a bit too fake. Season 8 was good but nothing to write home about, and I will get to that shortly. Now, Season 8, new beginnings, new relationships, yay. Alright, so we have 4 new students in grade 9, Casey, Claire, Connor, and Allie. Allie seems to be nothing more than a Season 3 Manny, or she will be becoming more of a Season 3 Manny in Season 9, given the previews. Now, Claire seems to be an early Emma, early Darcy kind of combination, mild character development on the girl's part. Also, the same thing is said for the boys as well. KC seems to be a nice guy, more or less, but he lives in a group home for juvenile delinquency, possibly. That we'll be finding out more about that in Season 9. His love interest is Claire at the moment, and Connor, who I disliked at first because he was just socially awkward, is apparently diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, and it would be interesting to see more of his development in the next season, if we even see that at all, given what's happening in Season 9, but I'll get more on that later. Grade 11 is a bit complex, as we have characters that were introduced as early as Season 6 and 7. I'm talking about Mia, Holly J, and Anya. Now, Mia, this season, apparently seems to be much more of a happy-going person, giving her modeling career, and she seems to be more of a student than just a teen mom, which is what she really was in just Season 6 and 7. What I didn't like about Mia necessarily, it wasn't necessarily her decision that she made in Season 8, but her relationship with Peter, which just seemed rushed, as both of them just got out of a relationship. Peter just got out of a relationship with Darcy, who moved to Kenya, and Mia just got out of a relationship with the father of her child. Long story behind that one. If you haven't seen it already, go check out Season 7 and Season 8. Now, Holly J and Anya, their relationship seemed to be more of a Paige and Terry relationship than a Paige and Hazel. And the reason why I say this is because while Terry stood up for herself in small doses, Anya really let Holly J have it in one episode of Season 7. Go check that out. My problem with the both of them was that their character development seemed a bit rushed, as Anya got a major character development in one episode of Season 7, a little bit in Season 8, and Holly J got a majority of her character development all in one season, which was Season 8, and Anya in Season 7. But overall, I guess they're still friends on some level, but they're not as close as they once were, which is good in itself. Now, we have other characters that are a bit useless. They're Scrappies. If you don't know what a Scrappy is, check the link in the sidebar. Now, we have Blue, which is nothing more than a love interest for Holly J. The same thing could be said for Johnny DeMarco and Bruce the Moose, as they're nothing more than love interest for Johnny DeMarco for Allie and Bruce for Shantae. I don't know why. And then we have Leia, who was supposed to be Mia's good friend, a new friend that Mia could actually rely on in Season 8, but in Uptown Girl 801, it just went to crap all in the same episode. Leia proved to be very judgmental and disapproving of Mia's decisions, as well as Danny. Well, I guess that's the reason why both of them are in a relationship now. What's the saying? Those who are judgmental together are good boyfriend and girlfriend together? I don't know. I think that Leia serves nothing more than a love interest for Danny, because I guess Danny this season wanted to separate himself from Derek, even though they were good friends for all the other seasons that they've been at Degrassi. But he really didn't do much this season either than dog on Mia, and I guess get a girlfriend, which he hadn't had before. Now, moving on to Derek. Derek was a bit of a prick to Jane, who joined the football team in Season 8. For those of you who don't know, but should already, Jane is Spinner's boyfriend, and she was introduced as early as Season 7 during the Lakers-Degrassi merger. Hopefully we'll see more about her in Season 9. And as well as Peter Stone, who is in Stooge, who did have good character development throughout from Seasons 5 to 8. Not so much 8 as a whole, but good overall. And then we have characters like Riley Staffrose, another gay character introduced to the show. Unlike Marco, where Marco was accepting and had a coming out story, it just appears that Riley Staffrose has just more of a hypermasculine image and is in denial most of the time. As you can clearly see in Season 8 if you haven't done so already. Hopefully we'll see more about that given the trailers for Season 9. Overall, season 8, good season. Now, expectations for season 9. Well, before I get to season 9, then we have other characters as well, Shantae and Bruce the Moose, who are in the opening credits, but I don't know why, because they really serve no purpose in the show. They haven't done anything spectacular or anything notable. Maybe that'll change. Maybe. Now, the thing of it is, season 9 is supposed to be introducing, I think, 4 new characters. 2 is a brother and sister, 1 is Shantae's cousin, I know, right? And someone else, I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's really about it. My whole thing is, a majority of these new season characters serve nothing more than love interest for everyone else. And instead of introducing new characters, the writers should work on developing the characters they have now, as opposed to derailing these characters. Another problem I had with season 8, just to go back to it for a moment, was the people at Smithdale University. You have Emma, Manny, and Liberty all under one roof, when Liberty specifically stated she was going to Banting University upon graduation. I don't know whether this was a ploy by the writers to get all 3 original Degrassi grade 7 girls in one place. Who knows? And Kelly Ashuna, who's Emma's love interest, I guess, helped Emma open up to a world of experiencing in season 8. I won't spoil what that is. If you haven't already seen it, go ahead and check it out. But you should already know, as season 9 draws nigh. So, I'm just trying to gear myself up for season 9, because apparently the end is going to become the new Teen Nick, just another version of Network Decay in small doses. So, we'll find out what is in store for our lovely new characters. So, in the words of Arisaka 420, and every ATM machine ever, have a nice day.